Morning, it's Sunday, May 13th, 2012. These parts dried up pretty good. This is awesome. So I'm going to install these in the truck. I'm going to do some work connecting the transmission and whatnot. And I'll bring back the drive shafts, hopefully, so that I can process the drive shafts. Alright, just leaving Lowe's. I get some paint and some fly strips. I got some primer for the rest of this car part painting job. Okay, this should be a relatively simple installation. I'm just going to put this in. I got to put a rehook up the through that hole there. I'm going to rehook up the top of that wire bracket that's in there. Let's find my darn tools. They should be laying here. Okay, this connector here has the right idea about it, but it's not flexible. And the plug it's supposed to go on is bigger, so I'm going to have to actually cut these wires and put a thing on, but I'm going to do that later. I can do that from up top if I take that plate off and make a new connector, or buy a connector and just splice them. I fixed that speedometer cable problem. You can see it was where it's clean. It was must have been off for a long time, so that's all up. All I gotta do now is jack this up and slide the crossmember in and bolt it up. I'll do the upper crossmember first and then the brakes. Here's another thing I did. I pulled that this ball out. I don't know how else I could get this shift lever on there. So I'm gonna just stick it in there, and then hopefully when this is jacked up I can put it on, because there's actually rivets. I don't know if you can see them, but there's rivets in here instead of bolts, so I can't even take that arm off. I remember we converted a lot of GTOs to standard from automatic, and we'd have to actually grind off those rivets and to get the pieces and put them on another frame. Anyway, alright, I'm going to jack this up and see if I can get that, this is great. Fluid's coming out of there, and I don't have any clue why. 90 weight oil shouldn't be pouring out of the front of this trans. Tell me something's not screwy here. Okay, that's in. You can see why the notch goes to the front, because there's the notch in the crossmember, so that it fits that trans in there. I'm not thinking this leak was 90 weight. I think it's engine oil. So I probably have a bad rear seal in this. So it's probably going to go through burn oil. But I'm going to be prepping another engine for this truck anyway at some point in the future. So I'm not going to really worry about it right now. As long as I can get back and forth to Florida, and clear Florida out with this truck, which is my immediate concern. You know, all these bolts are mix and matched. You can see I'm going to have to take another trip to the bolt store, because I'm not putting it back together that way. I like to do things right as much as possible. I spilled my potato sticks. I got some bolts anyway. On my way back. Alright, ready to rock now. I got enough to do the rest of this crossmember. I'm still on that. Alright. Crossmember's all bolted up nicely. I put new bolts on one side since they didn't mix and matched. But these other ones are okay. There was a few grade 5s in there, but that's alright. you could actually do this whole thing on these supports with grade 5. Grade 8's more needed on the top than on these ones. Because these are just holding, these are like a bridge support. And there's not really a lot of pressure. It's just all show. It's all extra overkill. Not all show, but it's overkill. Anyway, I added washers. They didn't have any washers. So I'm going to put the clutch on now. Alright, the shifter's back in. I'm going to have to look on eBay for another shifter boot. Boot was never good. Little by little. Alright, I'm ready to bring the drive shafts and the cover home to clean and paint. Got the clutch on here. It kind of sucks. It doesn't have really that much spring tension on it, which is bad. So I'm going to have to fix that at some point or another. I have to stick my foot under it to pull it up. Not much more I can do. I'm going to start emptying all this other stuff out over the next couple days, so that this is ready to just pull out. If I can get that other truck running, I will. This truck running, I will, but I don't know if it's going to take any money, which I don't have. Hopefully this truck will be able to make one run down to Florida and back before it breaks down, so we shall see. Anyway, what I need to do is rebuild a really nice drivetrain, drop the whole sucker in here as an assembly. That's tomorrow's, not tomorrow, but some days, deal, maybe next year. Okay, they're in the basement ready to be processed. There's the Blazer one, that one's ready. I think I'll paint this Blazer Crossmember tonight, so I'm going to go wash my hands.